Hello Internet, I am Janak, and I'm going to continue running through my Day 3 territory battles here in the middle planet of Kessel. So I'm going to start with the upper left battle, and I like to run my Jedi Master Mace team here. So we're going to grab Jedi Master Mace, Depa and Jocasta, Temple Guard, and Aayla Secura. This is a team that you can run on full auto. It's an extremely resilient team in all phases. Some of their core mechanics make them very strong. Now the stacks of Confuse do weaken them a little bit because it prevents them from getting their damage immunity, but you can see there they will cleanse it off enough times that they'll still spend some time in damage immunity, and the amount of damage that they put downfield makes the waves last pretty short. Plus Temple Guard he's a reasonably good tank, better than a lot of other tanks, so he soaks the damage well. Now we got our first kill, puts people in damage immunity. And it's a relatively straightforward 2 out of 2. And we will shift over to the Jabba mission next. If you have the full Jabba team, being Boba, Krrs, Boosh, and Skiffguard Lando, should be an easy full auto. I do not. So I'm going to take Boba and Krrs. I don't think Bosk really adds a whole lot to this fight. He is a bounty hunter, and that is nice, but I am going to instead take Scoundrels are a good second choice, Hondo and Veteran Smuggler Chewbacca. My Han's also, you can make an argument for him, but I end up using him in the Jedi Knight Cowl mission in Zepho, so I will be saving him for that. This team works whether or not operations are full. They are full today, which actually makes it run smoother because you can put your other characters into invisibility. So I do not run this on auto. Use his third ability, get some thermal detonators out, and then pretty much everyone's going to do basics so that they can go into invisibility. You can do whatever you want with Krrs. He's not going to go into visibility. There we go. We're just going to do a basic there. We'll get some bonus protection for people. And we're just going to avoid doing the specials on the 3 people that you want to stay in Viz, and that's just going to force Krrs to tank. Jabba, basically, he does a rotation. He does his third special, then he does a basic, and then he does the event special to get rid of confusion. And that should be enough to get through this. You just keep on passing the thermals around. Doing basics with the rest of the team so that they stay in invisibility. Passes some bonus protection around. You're going to get the event special on him, just get rid of all those stacks of Confuse. That way you can start getting some bonus protection too. Actually, I'm going to give him a little bonus protection. I don't like how low he is. And it's not going to hurt Boba to be out in the open. After you start killing them off, it's normally pretty quick conclusion to the round. I'll pass some more bonus protection around. Swap over this guy because he's... Alright. I do have Jabba at 3 confusion stacks right now, so probably the next move, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those. And we'll go in and throw those. Jabba's got a mechanic where at the end of a round, all of his abilities come off cooldown, so it doesn't matter if I use those bombs right at the very end. You can see he's at full ultimate charge now. I do not use his ultimate because that way the amount of thermal detonators you get is tied to... well, I say I don't normally use it, but then I'm probably going to use it here because of L337 being tanky. That being said, we're going to go after young Han, try and get some damage downfield on him. And we'll do basics with everyone else to get them under invis. I'm going to use the third ability to get 1 run of thermals out. And that way we can target young Han. I'm going to try and kill young Han just with some natural damage. And then we will probably go ahead and use, we're going to use this on L337 before she can get ramped up with her abilities. She starts healing people. It's kind of annoying. Alright, so now that they're... I would say go after Vandor, but we can't, so we'll go ahead and go after young Lando, since Vandor has gone invisible. And that's what you don't like, is when he gets young Han prepared. So now we can go after Vandor. The prepared mechanic brings people back to life after they die, so after they get killed off. So it's nice to get rid of that. I'm going to do that middle special to clear off everyone's confused stacks and get Boba back under invisibility. And the enemy team is pretty tanky here, so that's another reason why it's good to get L337 out of the way, because they are so tanky that if she's there and she's giving them healing, it can be really hard to get them down. And now it's a whole team against Kira. I could stick it in. I'll just go and stick it in auto. And the next team for this upper right mission, I recently got my Ahsoka unlocked, and she essentially solos this mission. You don't even really need a whole lot of her supporting cast. You might as well throw in Fulcrum because you're not using her anywhere else. And the rest of the team is essentially throwaway tunes, just that you have up at Relic 8. So I'm going to take Plo, Cassian, oh, not Bodhi, although Bodhi would probably be fine too, Cassian and ARC Trooper. Unrelated, completely throwaway tunes that are going to die, and Ahsoka will carry the fight. And it's a full auto team, so just stick it on auto and let her whittle them down. She is too strong. She has too much healing for the enemy team, even on a 5v1, which it will be by the end of the round. But even in the next wave, when it will be her versus everyone, it's just she's just too strong. Has a lot of built-in healing, and she's a tank, so she mitigates the damage well. Counterattacks all the time, so she's always, and she dispels when she counterattacks on her. So the enemy can't get any buffs to stay up, and they can't get enough damage downfield to damage her. She cleanses herself, so I mean, she got rid of her own confusion stacks. Last TB, I did this same fight with her newly unlocked, so I didn't even have her ultimate. Now she does have her ultimate, so if anything, that should make this easier. Oh, looks like she might successfully save one of her buddies for Wave 2 at least. But whether she's alone or whether she's got any allies still up, it's still an easy win in the second wave. I would be surprised if he survived this round, though. Yep, as expected. But you can see her protection and health are never really in danger of dropping. She constantly has full protection with bonus protection. And she'll just start stacking armor shreds and beat them down one at a time. It would be faster if you had some other specters. You know, Ezra's going to make this, even with his recent nerfs, it's going to make this a faster squad. But you know, they'll probably still die off, and she'll probably still end Wave 2, you know, largely by herself, or at least just her and Ezra. But that's what happens in a lot of other fights anyways. But this is definitely not a team you need the full team to for it to be effective. got one down. The rest should go a lot faster. A longer fight. And finally, she's going to put them out of their misery. One more hit there, and one final hit there. Yeah, she's just too strong for them. They can't overcome her protection recovery. All right, so I do not have the team needed for the special mission, so I will finish off my day's fights with the fleet mission here, which you can use Executor or Profundity. I think Executor is the better choice if you have it available to you, but they will both win. I put my... oh, actually, I don't put my Razor Crest in operations today. I thought I did. It doesn't matter. I will bring the Razor Crest with me, but most of the time I actually don't end up calling the Razor Crest as a reinforcement. So whether you put the Razor Crest in operations or not, it should still be a pretty easy fight. Main thing is you want your Houndstooth to never do anything other than basic, because you don't want any stacks of confusion on your Houndstooth. You need your Houndstooth to be able to accept a taunt. And if you use a special on your Houndstooth, then they will get stacks of confuse and they will not be able to taunt. And the rest of your team will die, and then things won't work well for you. So I like to start on Xanadu, and I just go full damage downfield. I want to try and kill Xanadu off if possible. I'm not worried about, and here in Houndstooth, like I said, it's always going to be a basic for the whole fight. I'm not going to do anything other than basic. The special on Punishing One will force him to taunt so long as he doesn't have Confuse. So that's part of the reason why I didn't do the Confuse, or didn't do the taunt at the beginning when I got the capital ship's first turn. Now, I am going to go ahead and push Taunt on him now. I could call in the reinforcement, but I want him to have Taunt. And it's already been worn off. Alright, we'll go ahead and get Deathmark out. And we're going to bring in Xanadu. Have Xanadu call Punishing One, and vice versa. Alright, so getting their Xanadu out is nice because he's the one who can do AE damage. The rest of these people do single target damage, which so long as we have Taunt on our Houndstooth, that forces them to go at Houndstooth. We don't have a choice, so we'll just do the basic there. It's nice if they don't stun him, because then he's got the retaliation, so he keeps on counterattacking, which is going to increase the stacks, or increase the target locks, which gets us close to our locked buffs. Going to go ahead and call Xanadu. That's going to put Taunt back on Houndstooth for a turn. I think we're going to go ahead and target Razor Crest, since he's the one who can go around Taunt. And doing the mass assist there allowed us to get the locked buffs. And now that they have the locked buffs, so long as you don't get stacks of confusion, you can still mess it up by doing specials on Houndstooth. But so long as you don't do stacks of confusion, that Taunt on Houndstooth will never wear off. So Houndstooth will continue doing basics for the rest of the fight. But now we're going to go and put our damage downfield onto their Razor Crest, since he's the only person who can do anything other than target Houndstooth. Basic. We're going to call in, since they have the locked buffs, we were going to call in our Slave 1. That way he can, if they have the locked buffs, they can immediately throw the bomb out. It's going to finish off the Razor Crest. Okay, now we have the locked buffs too, but we're much closer to our ultimate than they are. We'll go ahead and call Punishing One, see if we can't get, yeah, we got IG 2000 out. Normally I save him for last, but he was so close to death, I figured it was a good idea. And there you go. It's a pretty straightforward fight. Just the main thing is always do basics with your Houndstooth. That way he can accept taunt, which means he's never going to be giving himself his own taunt. So the only two ways you can get taunt on him are by using Punishing One special or by using the capital ship. So you want to make sure that you don't use them at the same time. That way you have it available to swap over to the other one when needed, so that you can force taunt on your Houndstooth. Alright, well, if you enjoyed this video, please do all things. You can like and subscribe, and you can stick around for the next video where I'll continue my battles in the dark side planet of Haven Medical Center. Thank you for watching.